And what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to Revisiting Bloodborne. Here we are. We're about to tackle part 2 of the Nightmare Frontier. There's still some loot to discover in the poison, and then we'll make our way to Amygdala. And of course have to fight more of these winter lanterns. Oh boy. And thankfully, I went back to the cathedral ward and and the elderly woman that was rude to us, but then we noticed that she doesn't sound as crazy, but if we tell her that we have our share of woes, she gives us some sedatives. And I was able to get a couple more sedatives from her. Hopefully this is enough, to help me get through this. Alright, now. So I changed up my fashion souls again. A little bit of mix and match between the black church set and the white church outfit. Now let's go ahead and continue part 2 of Nightmare Frontier, and we're just going to easily access the elevator shortcut that I just unlocked. And I'm actually glad I did. Let's not worry about this guy. And oh boy, better make sure I have the angle right, otherwise I'll make that mistake I did one time that I just told you. And an old memory. And to this old friend, I hope she's okay. I hope she's doing okay. She stepped off the she went off the map for it's been years now, but in Bloodborne, I always like to pay tribute to her, and I know my sister from another does too. Yep, we'll never forget her. We'll never forget her. She won't be forgotten. All right. All right. Now let's go down here. I see a piece of loot over there, and I see a piece of loot over there. Now let's start by going over here. Gonna go grab that one. Let's get this one out of my way. 2 L2s. 2 L2s does the trick. Get some thick cold blood. All right. Now up here, a crystal bugger escaped me, like this one. Oh, really? You went down right below. Oh, and here's another one. This one also escaped me. 2 bloodstone shards. Alright, I can just drop here. Grab 2 bloodstone shards from that bugger. And 3 bull hunter's marks. Oh, this is thick. Yeah, I walk very slow, so I have to run in order to... Oh! I did not know you were there! More bloodstone shards. So yeah, we're gonna pick up a lot of these. Yeah, I'm gonna get poisoned, but as soon as I get to dry land, I'll use an antidote. Alright. Gonna save my blood vials for a special occasion. I think I can run and jump. I think I can run and jump to make this. Yes. Yes, I can. Alright. Okay. And then I can just run up here and pick up this. Frenzy Cobra 9. Alright. Now the loot's gonna be... There's some loot in there, but let's not have any distractions. Alright. Okay. Now it's better for this one to come to us, that way we'll be ready. So I don't have to fight in this poison that slows me down a lot. Come on, get yourself over here. Get yourself over here, little squid. Got you. More thick cold blood. Alright. Don't want to use this right away. Here's the madman's knowledge. Oh boy. Make sure I have the stamina because I want it so I can deal with this one. The cold blood 4. And there's another item. But I hear the winter lantern nearby. Frenzy Coldblood. Alright, the winter lantern. It's right over there! Oh boy. Oh hell no! Get my sedatives ready. Alright.
Oh, hell no!
Alright. On the count of 3, I'm gonna rush in and take out that... Friends, take out that. 1, 2... 3! Ah, got you. Got some bullets. And stop. Oh, there. Alright, we got her out of the way. Ah, man. Good thing I went two-handed. Into the tunnels. Oh, not close enough. Alright. It'd be a real pain if I die here and having to run all the way back for the echoes. Alright, switching to my antidotes. Alright. We're doing well. Your skin cold blood. Alright. I want to make sure I got this covered. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. Then we got more of these squids. The large ones. Let this one approach us, and then we can give them some charged L2s. Just L2s, not really a charged. Alright. Make sure it doesn't strike at us. And now we got these guys. Now we got 2 more of them. They have an item they're guarding. Top because of the poison. Oh boy. Not enough stamina for this. Gotta make sure. Oh boy. Oh. Oh my gosh. There we go. You're out of the way. Got you. That takes care of you. Alright, now... This is the Great Deep Sea Rune. Oh, man. We probably should go reawaken and spend all these echoes. I forgot how much I need for another level. Maybe almost 30,000. Maybe almost 30,000 echoes for another level. But I can't. But I will buy some. But I will buy some things. All right. That should be everything. No, not quite. We have this. Probably a drop. Yeah, it's a drop. It's a drop from the squid. All right. Finally out of that sludge. Alright, now let's go this way. Let's go back up and reawaken. You know what? I'll pop some cold blood. I'll pop some cold blood in order to get the amount of echoes I need for another level. And that way I'll have all my echoes spent. Alright, looks like I need 3,000 more. That's not bad. That's not bad. We can totally pull that off. We can pull it off. So we're 3,000 short. We're about, we'll call it 3,200. Gotta always round up. Let's see. All this thick cold blood I got. How much is one? 1,500. Alright. Alright, so that's 3,000. So we need to pop on one more. One more of the small tiers should do it, like this one. That should... Alright, that's more than enough.
Welcome. What is it? Very well, let me...
Alright. Let's put it... We've already hit this... Alright. There we go. Let's put that into strength. We're almost at the first soft cap for strength. Alright, once strength and skill are at 25, then I'll probably level up endurance just a little bit. I may want to put points into arcane. That way I want to play with the empty phantasm shell or the augur of Ebrietas. Never got to use those before. And now let's head back to Nightmare Frontier with just about nothing to lose. It's just pocket change. Not going to find any enemies. We are going straight for the boss. Now Amygdala is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to deal with. So let's take these off. Take these off, and gonna pack fire paper and bolt paper because either one works. You know, Amygdala takes extra damage. If we buff our weapon with elemental damage, it's gonna deal a little bit of bonus damage. So Amygdala is a little bit weak to fire, bolt, and arcane. I don't have arcane damage, but fire and bolt should be okay for me. And better go two-handed for this. Alright. Alright. There we go. Let's get started. Let's start with let's do with bolt paper. Now when it comes to dealing with Amygdala, we'll have to aim for the head or the arms. Either if you cannot hit the head, just hit the arms. Here we go, guys. Let's try again. Yeah, and Amygdala goes down. And by defeating Amygdala, we get the Ailing Loran Chalice. Another chalice for our chalice dungeons. And look at that. And I still get the little pickpocket change I lost. And I'm taking those with me. Oh. Yeah, a tough boss fight to fight, but in the chalice, but deep in the chalice dungeons, try fighting Amygdala with half of I believe it's the Defiled Chalice. Try fighting Amygdala with only half of your max health. Good luck with that. I've made that pilgrimage once, and looks like I'll be doing it again. More likely, but it's worth a shot. This one definitely is worth. It's definitely worth saying this line. This fight, I made this. This was just absolutely by far.
Sensational.
Made such good work of Amygdala because
It's free real estate.
And you know what time it is?
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
And it's guitar time. Let's go. And here's the lamp. And let's go ahead and take these off now. So we are done with the Nightmare Frontier. Alright, I still got some time left. So what we're gonna do next... I got it. At the end of the last episode, I was discussing to you guys about the Chalice Dungeons. So, now that we're in this topic, yep, I can cover the first Chalice Dungeon in this episode. So, but because of my current level, we can easily blow right through that. But first, let me spend these.
What is it? Very well, let me...
Alright. Oh man, just 1,000 short. But that's okay. That's okay.
Farewell, mate.
Alright. So what we're gonna do, in order to access the Chalice Dungeons, now this one is the makeshift altar. It's a short ritual challenge is required. So we're gonna go to this one, conduct a Chalice ritual, And we have the Ephemeral Chalice, so that's the one I'm going to select. And what's required is an amount of echoes and the ritual blood. This is since I have 2 ritual blood, level 1. I have just enough to conduct this, so this is it. So let's go ahead and conduct this. It's going to spend the materials. The ritual is finished and the chalice rests upon the altar. We may now explore this dungeon. And we start with the Chamber of the Seal. So, yep, we'll cover some chalice dungeons in this episode. So, welcome to the Thumerian Labyrinth, Layer 1. I'm only going to cover the Thumerian chalice dungeons in this episode. So we get 1, and you know what's weird? We got this lamp I just lit, and then after opening these doors, there's another one right over here. Straight away. So, yep, this is like a labyrinth, you know, like we're deep beneath the sewers. And here we got some rest. We're gonna find all sorts of loot around here. Yeah, the amount of echoes I get per kill. Yep, it's easy difficulty right now. So we're gonna go. Let's see. I mean, there's items here, and then some enemies will drop specific materials for another chalice dungeon you want to put together. Get some blood vials here. And be careful because that's oily. That's oil. That's oil. We don't want to get caught on flames. Oh. Oh, really? Wow. I'll roll right into you. All right, now let's climb up the ladder. Yep, this is basically easy mode, but still it can be challenging. Ouch! Those are poison knives. Oh, yeah, I got carried away there. And there's a bell-ringing woman over there. And it's not the one with the sinister bell. This is a summoner. Get rid of the summoner, and all the summoned creatures will be gone. And then we have this one, guarding the lever. Yep, I remember my history playing Elden Ring, because every catacombs I can come across... I did not mean to drop down. I backstepped there. Alright. Oh! Triple kill. Ooh, Tempering Blood Gemstone. Ooh, Poison Knife. Now, and then this lever. We unlock the door that's going to lead to the boss of the lair. And then as we dive deep, there's going to be treasure rooms. There's going to be hidden loot or all sorts of things. Here we have the Snatcher. Bloodstone Shard. Molotov Cocktail. Let's see what's over here. Alright, right back to the starting portion, so we're just gonna go this way. And take the other path. And into the Rat's Den, and I believe that's where there's gonna be what's called the treasure room. Burn. We're playing Rat Exterminator here. This one dropped me some Tomb Mold. Yep, some enemies drop some ritual materials, like Tomb Mold and Ritual Blood. Shining Coins. Quicksilver Bullets. More Blood Vials. More Molotovs, and that That should be it. Illusory wall! Haha! Nope. There's hardly any illusory walls, but who knows if they still exist. Alright, that should be everything that we have to explore. All that's left to do is just go take the main door that we unlocked and go fight the first layer boss. Yeah, if you're running short on some of the materials, you know, that's needed for the specific chalice dungeon, then it kind of makes you want to go back and to a certain layer to find that material, just so that until you have enough to conduct that ritual. So it takes countless of hours, you know, to try and get everything done. But if you're trying to pursue platinum, then you gotta do this. You gotta do the chalice dungeons. All right, yeah, we're back at the land. This is we're at the beginning. At the beginning. No, I gotta go that way. It's that way. Yep. If you can't find your sense of direction, then the shining coins are very useful. Alright. Let's see how much time I cut cover. Yep. Breeze right through the first layer. And with some time to spare. You know what? Oh, let's cover the first. Let's cover the Meru. The first 3 layers of the Meru. And the first boss of layer 1 is the undead giant. Even though you may be high level, but you still don't underestimate these enemies. You can still die. Ow! Give me that low kick. Man, can you jump? You want to aim for the boils on its body. Aim for the boils. And I see one on its leg. That's an area of effect. Low kick. Really? And the undead giant goes down. Get an Adept Blood Gemstone 3 and 2 Bloodstone Shards. Yep, like I said, you may be a high level, but I still would not underestimate these bosses. Yep, that was such good work of the boss because
It's free real estate.
you know what time it is once again?
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
And it's guitar time. Let's go. Alright, next we're going to take this left going down. Onto layer 2 of the Themerian Labyrinth. Alright. And there will be some dark spots, so trusty lantern time. Alright, that's the main door. And I triggered a trap that summoned these creatures. Yeah. They're now tied to a summoner, so... Yep, it's part of a pressure plate trap. Let me go over here. I have an idea. I should put these on my hotbar. Nope, not that one. Let's see, shining coins, where are they? Alright. To mark that I've been here, shining coin. These guys playing with fire. Poison knife. Looks like a dart trap. Alright, there's nothing in this room. So now we could go out this way. And then that's where my next shining coin comes into place. into the next room. More bullets. Oh. Alright. Something just dropped. Yeah, these are related to a summoner. So let's see. Yeah. They're all heading towards me. So let's go find that summoner. Alright. Let's start by over here. Throw another coin. Throw another coin. Head this way. Take out this guy. Alright. And now for you. And this is the treasure room, guarded by a snatcher. That's Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave. Give me a charge punch. Thank you. Come on, charge punch. Not force palm. Not low kick. Give me a charge punch. Never mind. I'll just slice and dice. Glowstone shard. And this is the treasure room. Here we pick up some ritual blood tier 2. Level 2. We get 2 of them. Let's see if this is enough for the next done. For the next shot. Oh my gosh, I set up the trap. Silly. Silly goofball. Alright, we're done. Alright, now we can go back this way and take the other path, and that's the coin I left. Marking my path where I've been. Alright. And it's this way. The summoner should be around here because that's where they're coming from. I see her. I see you. I see you. Let's get you out of the way. And all the other ones go down. Okay, now let's look in here. Let's look in here first. Blood vials. And right down there leads to where I was. And let's see if I can spot my shining coin from here. No. No, it's too high up. Okay, that's it for this room. Alright, into the next room. Into the next room, we have... Let's deal with this enemy. And over there we have another enemy guarding the lever. The roly-poly guy. The roly-poly hammer guy. Oh! Oh. Oh no, you don't. Unlocked. Okay, sorry about that. And something around me was something came up. Had to step away for a moment. But we got that unlocked. Let's see. Looking at the time I'm recording, I'm afraid I won't be able to cover all 3 layers, but just the first 2. Just the first 2 of this episode. And then we'll pick up on for the next episode where we'll finish layer 3 of the Marrow Chalice, and then we will move. Then we'll hold off on there for Chalice Dungeons until we come up with a game plan at the end of the end game. Okay, now the next boss are these Merciful Watchers. We want to deal with we want to deal with the shooter. There's 3 of them. 2 Watchers and the Chieftain. We want to deal with we want to get rid of the shooter. Oh. Alright, where is this going? Ah. Take you down. That takes care of you. That takes care of the Merciless Watchers and the Chieftain. And with that, we get the Thumero Root Chalice and the Tempering Blood Gemstone 3. Alright. That was such good work I made on these Merciful Watchers because...
It's free real estate.
You know what time it is once again?
Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
And of course, it's guitar time. Let's go.
That's how a white man plays guitar.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and light the lamp for layer 3, and then we will call it an episode. And besides, I have echoes to spend as well. I have echoes to spend anyways. Welcome to layer 3. So let's head back to Hunter's Dream.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me start.
Alright, now I've hit the first soft cap for strength.
Farewell, good hunt.
Alright, next I will level up endurance and then put some points into arcane, just enough so I can use the Phantasm Shell and the Augur of Ebrietas. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Revisiting Bloodborne. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. It really does help the channel out. If you like, make sure you subscribe and click that bell notification to stay up to date on all my latest videos I post here on the channel. If you'd like to come and hang out with me while I play some games, come and check out my Twitch channel. The link's in the description box. I stream just about up to 3 days a week. I will be happy to have you, and I'll make sure you feel right at home. Thank you guys so much for all the love and the support you have given me. It really does mean a lot. You guys are so amazing. I just can't thank you guys enough. So that's going to do it for this episode of Revisiting Bloodborne, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Rise up, be blessed, smile, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.